Without further ado, let's give a big round of applause for Geoff.
Thank you. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Geoff.
How are you today?
Good.
Yes.
How do you feel about this very present moment?
I feel energized and I feel enthusiastic and I feel happy to be with you all today. So in the room we have some people and we also have people tuning in all over the world via 360 video. So please welcome all our visitors and welcome, please come in. My speech today is about how to get the most out of life. And I'm going to be using two analogies and give you some practical advice. My two analogies are, life is like an orange juice machine. And secondly, life is like mining. And then thirdly, how to use a date action list and a someday maybe list for your doing those things with life. First of all, I'll start with the orange juice machine. So when I went to Paris a couple years ago, the best thing about the hotel was their buffet breakfast in the morning. It was quite affordable, and the buffet breakfast, as you know, food in France is out of this world. You have fresh dairy, you have delicious fruits, lots of pastries, coffee and milk, and the best thing was the orange juice machine. You take just regular oranges in the peel, just regular oranges, put them in the top of the machine. They get fed down through the machine into this section where it cuts it in half, and then it puts it into these automatic squeezers, and it squeezes the juice out, and at the bottom you put your glass, and the orange juice, freshly squeezed, goes right into your glass. What I can learn about the orange juice machine is, let's imagine in your life that all the opportunities are these oranges. And if you have the right machinery, whether it's in a restaurant or in your mind, you can take these oranges and make them into something delicious. There's nothing more fresh and pure than freshly squeezed orange juice, and it makes me feel so excited to drink it. So that's what I want to talk about in terms of the life like an orange juice machine. Secondly, life is like mining. Well, as you may know, when a mine is extracting some ore out of the ground, they leave behind quite a bit of waste. And these are called tailings. And over the history of the last 100 years, for all the gold mines in the world, they left behind piles and piles of processed rock, which they tried to extract as much gold as possible, but the rest, the technology of the time, they couldn't extract any more gold, so they left it just sitting in a big pile outside the mine. Latest advances in technology allow mining companies to now come back to that mine and take this pile of rock and extract up to 40% of the loose gold particles inside that mine and get millions of dollars out of this gold. A company in South Africa was able to, in 2013, in just 3 months, they went to several mine sites and extracted, I think, $40 million worth of gold out of this just waste rock at the bottom. So what can I learn from mining? The mining thing I can learn is, if you have opportunities, that is the gold, or the rock, you can try to extract more value out of that opportunity than just the easy to get low-hanging fruit. You can extract maybe up to 40% of the value out of any opportunity that comes along. Now I'll move on to the third thing, some practical advice. So let's say you read an email from somebody and you think of something, well, maybe I can do a project with them in the future. Maybe you can collaborate. But I don't have time right now. I'm going to take that idea and put it on what's called a date action list, where I have the name of the action, which is call this person, and the date that I want to revisit that idea. And let's say I don't have time to think about it right now, but I want to think about this possible collaboration on Saturday when I have some time to think. So I'll take this date of next Saturday and the action, think about possible collaboration with John, and put it on my list. On Saturday, I'll come up with all of the dated actions for that day. Some of them might be things like vacuum the house or make dinner, things like this I need to do on Saturday, but some of them might be these ideas, such as watch this amazing video that someone recommended to me last week, or think about this collaboration with that person. And at that time, if I don't have time to do it right now or the next week, I might move this item to a different kind of list called a someday maybe list. And now this is a list that you may have at home. It's like movies that I want to watch someday, or books that I want to read, or articles that I found that I want to read, or maybe projects that I want to work on at some point. This is the someday maybe. Maybe I'll do it someday, maybe I won't. But I want to capture this idea so that later when I have maybe a free weekend or suddenly I got canceled on a date I was going to go to with some friends, I'll look at that list of things that I could possibly someday do and I'll do it. Now, this is a way that you can capture those oranges and turn them into juice. Because you capture those ideas, say you don't want to do them now, but you can do them later. And make sure to not leave any gold left in the pile of rock, because if you just forget about those things and don't write them down, it's almost like that gold has just disappeared and you won't have any value. You'll lose those millions of dollars that you could have extracted from those ideas. So whenever you get an email, you talk to someone at a party, they suggest something to you like, hey, have you ever seen this movie? Or even here in Toastmasters when someone recommends a book or something to try. If you don't have time to do it right now, think about putting it on a date action list or a someday maybe list, and then you can either show your mind that idea at a certain time in the future, or when you have some free time, pull those items from your someday maybe list. So I hope you all will have wonderful, beautiful experiences when you travel, and also when you're here in Vancouver. If you ever get a chance to go to Paris, make sure to check out the food in breakfast time. It's amazing. And of course, think about the idea that mining companies are actually changing from mining in the earth, just mining these big piles of rock left over from the historical mines. And I hope you'll extract a lot of value out of your life and increase the amount of joy and good luck that you can generate for yourself because of these simple concepts that I've described today. So it's up to you now. Go out there and make a difference and extract more value for your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Geoff.
Thank you.